Yesterday I played Bloody Roar Extreme, testing Xbox emulators on PC and Xbox 360. By the way, it works slowly on Xbox 360 and it's unplayable on PC. And today YouTube recommended me a Beast Feasts video. It's a 3D fighting game with anthropomorphic animal characters. It looked nice and reminded me of Bloody Roar and Primal Rage, of course. I checked Steam, there's only a demo, but my attention was attracted by this picture. He is a Soviet rock star, Viktor Tsoi. Anyone who speaks Russian and old enough knows him and knows those words. It can be translated as "changes are demanded by our hearts." In late 80s, everyone associated those lyrics with such phenomenon as perestroika. So that's why this game made me really curious. Obviously, the developers are from CIS, or maybe they were born in CIS or USSR. The publisher is Gluck Studio, and I guess Gluck is not German happiness. It is Russian glitch. There are a lot of other indicators as well. The Kickstarter was cancelled for some reason, but it seems the project is still alive. Let's take a look at the game. The story is closer to Bloody Roar, it's not Primal Rage. But the characters are animals all the time, and they are not mutants. Do you remember Brutal Pose of Fury? So, that is the origin. And it seems like the female character Naga is inspired by Melissa from Primal Rage. The Nagas, mystical creatures, usually have human heads and bodies, and serpent tails instead of legs. By the way, her name also reminded me of Kipling's Rikki Tikki Tavi. In fact, it means cobra. Another character, Frogger, is known by everyone. His name was changed, at first it was Kwa, which means ribbit ribbit, but just listen to the song. Correct me if I'm wrong. I hear Battletoad. Alpha reminded me of Keen from Tekken at first glance, but soon that impression left me. I think he is a lion. And that bike, I've seen it somewhere. It is Trixie's Boomer from Slugterra. And the last character, who originally had 3 heads and was called Cerber, is the most interesting in my opinion. Now he has only 1 head and his name is Essilop, which is police backwards. He reminded me of Doberman intro. The city is also called Essilop and there are regular dogs, shepherds, working in police. And these words mean the catcher in the rye, but the rye is changed to laugh, giggle. Those words sound very similar in Russian. And the lyrics of the song are the same. Obviously, the Essilop city is an allusion to Moscow. The story, in general, is strongly drenched in political references. Even the disclaimer confirms that. But I don't want to go deep into modern problems of some country where I've never been to. I'm talking here about a fighting game. And a story mode is a big problem for modern fighting games. People love stories. They need some plot. But it takes much time, work and money. Let's look at this picture from Kickstarter. They need $15,000 to release the Raw game on PC. And they need more to make the different fighting style for each beast. They need much more to make Xbox and PS ports. And there will still be no online. But to make a story mode they need $700,000. I think a good fighting game is not about a story, and I don't need it to play a game. It just takes up space on your hard drive. If there's a story to tell, it's much better to show it in movies or on YouTube. Because you can play it only once. Next time you'll choose arcade or online. But modern gamers do not accept my vision. The young fans of Tekken and Mortal Kombat became spoiled long ago. Money. That's one of the reasons why Beast Feasts is doomed to fail. Maybe the game looks promising, but the project does not. Even with the interesting story mode, it'll be too hard to take a small place under the sun. There are a lot of cool fighting games that are not popular nowadays, some of them never have been. Just look at Bloody Roar and Primal Rage. They couldn't compete with other series. Bloody Roar was trying for a quite long time. And 18, the main developer I guess, is still alive, so there's still a hope. Another important issue is input system. Look at this picture. Can you understand anything? I don't think so. First of all, it uses left stick to move. There are a lot of fighting games that use left stick to move, but I personally prefer using a D-pad. And it's even better when you can use both. A stick slows down movements. Even if the game is slowly because you just don't need to be quick, I don't like using a stick anyway. And I don't mean arcade sticks. This game uses right stick to strike. It's not common. I know Fight Night Champion uses similar system. In UFC you can use the right stick, but it's not for striking. You strike pressing buttons anyway. So in Beast Fists you use the right stick to punch and the right stick with the right trigger to kick. You can combine it with the left stick's different directions. I don't want to say it's a bad input system. It's odd, but you just need to practice a little. But in my opinion, such system leads the game to unpopularity from the very beginning. I know if I ever try to make my own fighting game, I'm not gonna use the right stick. I like graphics, I like music, I like realistic moves, but maybe if you use animal characters, they should do something that animal can do, like biting for example. I hope the hit effects will not become flashy, and there must be an option to turn it off, and I hope it will not die before the release.
We're gonna have the dreamy eye.